Everyone, gather here today to mourn the passing of a beloved institution, the Sorare Coins Club Shop. This vibrant hub was more than just a coin bank. It created communities, gathering places for fans to connect, share their passion, and dream of building legendary collections. The Sorare Club Shop was more than just a marketplace. It was a source of inspiration and joy. It fostered a sense of camaraderie among collectors, uniting people from all walks of life through their shared love of the game. While the club shop may be gone, its legacy will live on. The innovative spirit it embodied, the community it nurtured, and the memories it created will continue to inspire future generations of collectors and traders. Let us honor their memory by continuing to celebrate the world of digital collectibles and by striving to create a new and exciting experience for fans to enjoy.
Welcome to the SorareAndrews show, where we talk fantasy football, but you never know. We'll start with the game, but we'll soon go astray on topic discussions that's replay. We'll analyze the teams, the formation and goals, but in no time we'll time pressings. You on the roll, talking about our favorite foods and the shows we've seen. Our opinions aloud, and our voices on me. It's the SorareAndrews show. Anything goes, from fan football to rock and roll. We may start with the pitch, but it's just a small part. We'll venture off topic, let the conversation spark. It's the SorareAndrews show.
Hello and welcome into the SorareAndrews show. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdinho on Sorare, joined by Andy Black. Today to talk about not Sorare coin bankroll management, or maybe we are, Andy.
Ooh,
Maybe we are.
man.
You had an idea about bankroll management, and Sorare's like, whoa. You want to manage something, figure out these coins.
Yeah, and they were also like, we have a court appearance tomorrow to talk about not gambling, and you guys want to talk about bankroll management?
I didn't think about that.
You didn't see the irony in that? Yeah.
Whoops. What do you think? Do you think there was some? What is that cup?
It's from Orange Beach.
Yeah, it is.
I like to put like my seltzer water in here, and just go to town. Make sure that hey, you got Sorare steps. Sean has Sorare sits. I have my Sorare drink your gallon of water.
Your water, yeah. Sorare sips. There we go. Sorare sips.
Damn, Laird, you're good.
Yeah, I'm on it today. Like everybody thinking that was a ChatGPT eulogy. I'm offended. Absolutely offended that you think we didn't come up with that. What do you think the odds are that Sorare thinks the solution to this UKG?
What do you think the odds are?
I think they're going to court tomorrow, and they're like, "All right, guys, the coin shop is the problem." And they're like, "No, we closed it." And they were like, "Oh, all right, carry on."
I think the coin shop's the least of their worries, right? Right?
I don't know. I bet they have a lot of worries trying to fill all of these orders that they're going to have to do now.
Yeah, that part of this is definitely going to be a nightmare, and I assume that's like one guy's job, and he's
Just
like,
one. No, I think I was going to say I think they outsource it. I would think that the guy in charge of mailing the socks is different than the Serie A VIP guy. That's just a thought.
yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine somebody has to there's like lots of manual stuff with like the calling up teams and being like, hey, I need 6 tickets for this game and 8 tickets for this game and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Zura's busy next week.
Could you imagine? So Peter doesn't believe that it's seltzer. Rikamon says hard seltzer. I found it kind of funny you called it seltzer water, as if seltzer wasn't enough of a description. Or do you just call it seltzer water?
I've called it lots of different things, but seltzer water seems fine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks everyone for coming. Major NFT, Pepteta, and DNP Donkey on the podium. RIP SoCoins forever in our hearts. Fun fact, Sorare never called them SoCoins. In fact, may have even told certain content creator not to call them SoCoins. Bob Franklin, what's up? Mike Basson, I want to exchange all of my SoCoins for an OG burger.
I was surprised not to see the burger in the available options.
It was the only right thing to do, is to not offer it. What do you take more pride in, Andy? Your burger icon or your OG badge?
My third training team, or my sixth training team, actually. Yeah, none of the above.
Looking for food, also with the rest in peace SoCoins. Mart, what's up? Time to splurge. Yeah, agreed. Mike Basson, if everybody could hit the like button. KCOM, what's up? Scosmo, Jordan. Hilo said, kind of surprised they didn't give an option to buy Rivals tickets with SoCoins. Instead, you basically have to gamble them all away. I was going to say maybe that's gambling, but now you're saying like, oh, you actually have to just gamble them away in these raffles.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what's up, Johnny TH? Would you have been pissed if they offered the burger? I would have been furious, like selling up and leaving furious. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say, and you were about to say something. So if you just want to take over, that'd be great.
Oh, well, I was just gonna say like the Rivals tickets thing. Like, I'm sure that they didn't want to like mess with like the competitive edge, and they didn't want some user to have 187 Rivals tickets.
That would be bad. I agree. I don't have that many.
Sure.
I don't. I have 178. So you actually got, did you say 187?
I said 87, yeah.
Yeah, so the numbers were right. Just a little
yeah. It was like the Price is Right, right? Like you got to get all the numbers in the right order.
Right. Yeah. I made a Price is Right joke to somebody who was staying home sick the other day, and it totally went over their head, and I was like, "Oh, you're just too young." Even though it's still on.
What was somebody that you work with at Sorare Data?
No.
I was gonna say that, like, if they're French, they're gonna have no idea.
Yeah, no. It was somebody. Yeah. They were a little younger than me, and so like most people are, and it just. Yeah. Anyway, what have you spent coins on so far?
I think level ups at some point, like when I might have thought it mattered. And then I bought the first, second, and third academy teams.
First, second, and third. I think I only bought 2 of them. Let me check, because I'm pretty sure I was like, yeah, I only bought 2. So the third at 15,000, I'm like, whoa, money bags over here.
And then lots of the raffles and stuff before, but I never once won a raffle or one of the mystery jersey. I never won any of those.
So I was going to ask that because I don't think I ever bought a raffle ticket. Generally because I think raffles are really stupid. But it's like,
how do you feel about raffles now?
What's that?
You're gonna be playing raffles now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
How do you feel about them now?
Really, the reason I joined Sorare was that one day I could accumulate enough tickets to submit a raffle or to buy a raffle ticket to submit into a contest to get a mystery jersey of a club I've never heard of, signed by people I've never seen, or
some socks.
I wish you could actually get 50 pairs of socks. Like that would make it so much. Like the fact that they're giving out 50 pairs of socks, I honestly feel like people would have more fun buying a raffle ticket with the possibility of winning 50 pairs of Sorare socks.
Yeah.
That seems more fun to me. Which raffle tickets do you think you're going to buy? If you were going to manage your bankroll of Sorare coins.
Let's pull it up. Let's look at this. I wonder if we'll get like some specific information. Like they're giving away 50 MLS game tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can I use
That's
those?
One game, 50 tickets for one game.
Is it?
No. No.
Well, so that's October 10th. I don't think my team, St. Louis, has another home game after that. Let's see the
Andy,
10th.
come on. That's not the spirit. The spirit is winning free tickets and then spending thousands of dollars to travel and accommodate yourself at these events.
Of course. No, so as long as I can use them on a game in the future, like next season or something, then perfect. I'll go for those. And then I will probably go for any of the jerseys. And I'll just put all of my tickets in those.
Yeah, Rigamon said no tote bags, but you're wrong. There are definitely hin bags are here. It's 50 pairs of Sorare socks / hin bags.
So I guess they have 50 of each.
Right?
Hind bag, right?
Hind bag.
Or is it a hind bag?
That's what I was starting to wonder.
Yeah.
Surely not. But there it is. Do you think it's 50 pairs? Do you think it's a pair of socks and a hin bag?
I don't know.
Do they go in?
It says hin bags. It's plural. I don't know what a hin bag is. Is that a man purse?
It's a fanny pack.
Really?
So yes. This is it right here. That's a hin bag.
Well, are all of those hin bags?
That's a good question, actually.
And the fanny pack goes around your waist. A lot of these I'm seeing go around your.
Well, that's just a style thing, though. It's funny that a company called Hin Bag has a fanny pack section, but yeah, like this. Yeah, I think it's this with a tiny Sorare logo. I wonder if haven't they given them out already? Why have we never seen a picture of a Sorare Hin Bag?
I don't know. That's pretty lame.
Or is it this?
Not gonna lie.
Is this what we're trying to get? I have one of these. Not in white, though. I might have two of them.
I think I have one of those.
Maybe I've been sitting on a Sorare Hin Bag this whole time and I had no idea. So Skazma said, why do you think Sorare thought this would be a good piece of merch? It's so that you could put your other Sorare stuff in it. When I got my Hin Bag, it came with a t-shirt and stickers in it. I think I threw the stickers out, though. Oh, Peter said we should just use credit card points for our accommodations for our SoCoin tickets. Yeah, Rico, this actually mine might not say own your game. I'm gonna have to. I know exactly where it is. Oh, maybe I don't. Now that I think about it, I know where it used to be in my house. Oh, Rikamon said I also got a stress ball. Anyway, so you're going after tickets?
Tickets and jerseys. Yeah. MLS tickets, and then I'll buy a ton of the raffles for mystery jerseys, mystery signed jerseys, and then I'll try to do the instant buys for the mystery jerseys. I've got 333,000 coins.
I guess you've used this. I was gonna say I feel like you should have more. I'm at 212,000. Yeah, I feel like you should have way more. But you've used yours, and I haven't.
I've used some, and Laird, my gallery's not really a coin accumulating type of gallery.
Not much of a coin farmer, are you?
Yeah, not really. I didn't really build the gallery for that.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
There were definitely times where I submitted lineups because I would get coins, and here I am. So Legendary said, just to add to the list of mispronunciations, I assume it's hind bag, like a fanny pack. Hind, fanny. They should just spell it correctly then. Anyway. Peter said, Andy, I got your accommodations when you pull nosebleed seats for DC United Charlotte. Oh, well. I still don't think that tote bag is a hind bag, though. I don't know. Anyway. So, yeah, I guess we're just looking after mystery jerseys and tickets. That's what we're doing, huh?
Yeah.
All of those things I had an opportunity to buy previously that I decided I didn't want to. Now I have to.
They should have done like some last minute cool emojis that they add to the store. Like if you want like a little picture of Nicholas's face to be your team logo, you could buy that. It's like 100,000 coins, and then you're like the only one to have that. Likewise, you could do like, I don't know, maybe Dan, maybe Zara. Just trying to say here, Laird, there's some other really fun things that we could do.
Yeah, we can do
with the emojis in the shop.
I think those are the what's the word I was looking for? Those are the cosmetics that you will have to pay for with your actual money in the future.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think they're going to do that? No.
Too many of us want that stuff, so no, they're not going to do that. Why do you think they have 4 times the number of signed jerseys as they do sweatshirts, hoodies, if you will?
Because they probably had to get their own hoodies made, and then people just donated the signed jerseys through like league agreements and stuff.
Yeah. Not that they need to be an apparel brand, but it doesn't seem like a lot of hoodies. Somebody who was wearing one recently, Mike Zakarian, was wearing a Sorare hoodie, and I'm like, how have I not gotten a Sorare hoodie yet? What's a guy got to do? Peter said, if this is what the club shop looked like from the start, would it have been different? I think it's a total game changer, and also like completely unreasonable for them to be able to run this stuff all the time.
Yeah, it was like I love this, and I would be totally down if this was like the type of stuff that they did, but like it's probably unsustainable from like a business type perspective.
I mean, like, you're probably not sending out thousands of tickets every week, hundreds of tickets every week. Like, people don't have that many coins.
Yeah, it's still a lot of really annoying bullshit work that they got to do. Yeah,
but running a big company like this, there's bullshit work everywhere, Andy. And like, this one makes people happy. Like so many of the responses I saw from this announcement was like, this is what we've wanted all along. And they're doing it for 1 week and then shutting it down.
Peter wants to know if it's more
unsustainable than the threshold. Yeah. We're like, no more threshold, but the club shop thrives. And we'd be like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I guess this will be fun though. We get to all blow our wad over the course of a week.
Mike said it takes a long time for the hoodies to arrive from DHgate. We are like this close to a DHgate sponsorship. Surely.
Yeah. That would be big for Sorare Data, I feel like, to get your first sponsorship from a company like DHgate. Maybe Team.
We tried to do it with those damn wallet people, whatever they're called, and that fell on deaf ears.
Yeah, Ridge Wallet.
There you go. I would have even taken the DHgate equivalent of Ridge Wallet.
I've seen a few of those.
Pico Player said, I wonder how Sean feels now saving all these coins. So what's funny is that Sean is clearly like strategizing with his 1 million coins right now, like trying to figure out the best way. And he just discovered that he can't. What did he figure out? He can't do like the multiple tickets or something like that. And he was like, oh, this is dumb. Yeah,
Sean will just have like 1 billion raffle tickets for one of those jerseys.
What percentage do you think of the current coin? What's the word I'm looking for? Volume, whatever it is. How many coins there are? End up not getting used before the deadline. Like how many coins end up just getting wasted?
It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of coins that just disappear.
We also noticed that whatever the deadline is for the first come, first serve stuff is it 4 a.m. your time, 5 a.m. my time? And I was like, oh, great. Just what I wanted to do. Nice. I think they said that 11 a.m. CET.
The hell's a CET?
Central European time, I believe. If it's not that, I don't know why it wouldn't be that.
Yeah, that's like 5. I think 5 a.m. my time.
It's 5 a.m. my time. I think it's 4 a.m. your time.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to get hats anyways.
Yeah, the tickets seem like a gigantic pain in the ass. But
Pico, I agree. I agree with the announcement. Sounds like you only get 6 max on the training teams.
Oh, on the training teams, yes. One of my favorite things is how they basically are treating all of these European tickets as equal to the MLS ones. Like, oh, do you want to go to the Madrid derby or do you want to see Chicago Fire against Nashville? Both will cost you 20,000 tickets or coins or whatever it is.
Are you gonna try to win tickets in a place that you can't go to? No,
I'm not even going to try for tickets.
no.
And
Not
there's a
even
little
MLS?
bit of a I probably shouldn't say this out loud.
Say it.
Sorare have always been quite accommodating with me if I'm like, hey, can I get tickets to something? And they're like, sure.
I mean, that makes sense. You're like a VIP person in the Sorare sphere.
Yeah, so spending 50,000 tickets or coins.
Yeah, I agree with that, but also I think that statement right there, you just guaranteed yourself to never get free tickets ever again.
Never, yeah.
Yeah. So way to go.
Just to like prove a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that Laird thinks he can just get free tickets.
Right. Yeah.
You're done. You're donezo.
Hashtag Sorare on tour. No more for Lairdinho.
Or what do we call little Lairdito? Is that? Yeah.
Even though they mean the same thing, it's just one is Spanish and one is Portuguese.
I would have just assumed that one's smaller than the other.
So originally that's what I thought, but it's literally both of them mean the same thing.
Well, Chicharito means small p, I think, right? So you'd have to
small Chicha.
Like, yeah, Rito. I don't know.
Sorry, Andy. I'm also sweating Midtjylland while we hopefully Dan's watching this stream.
Oh, there's some Rivals games going on in there that I forgot to sign up for. Awesome. Work, man. It's getting in the way of my Rivals.
Oh man, Thumbs Up guy has 2. Look at. Can you tell which match is the Midtjylland one?
So dumb. You guys should do the and more thing.
Oh no. I have a 1v1 in Rivals, and my one, I do not have Frank. Oh,
yeah, but no, you got the assist on. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he did too.
Oh, he did. Okay.
330. Yeah. I'm still winning somehow.
Well, you have the Joga.
Oh yeah.
×2.
And it's 40 minutes in. It should keep going. I would get 100. These two are just Joga Benito cheat codes. Anyway. I forget what I was going to say. Oh, well.
Bankroll Management.
Do you want me to read what you sent me about why you wanted to talk about Bankroll Management? Okay. You wanted to talk about Bankroll Management. I believe Bankroll Management is a topic. Did Sean and I ever talk about that? I'm going to look it up. You start saying what you wanted to say.
Sure. Now, the description in the YouTube video is a little bit different than where I kind of wanted to go with it. I think you had mentioned holding back, like how much money you should hold back in case something goes wrong.
Yes. And so I did that because I really had no idea what you were talking about.
Right. And I think that might be a part of it.
Okay.
But I think like playing within, like we all like to take shots, or we like to move up from rare to super rare or limited to rare. But I think before we do that, we should really think through like what, like how many teams we're wanting to play there. I think is a big part of bankroll management, because I don't think that we should be competing anywhere that we don't, like any division, any region that we don't have at least 3 teams in. And my reasoning for that is, playing matchups, but also injuries and just red cards and shit happening in regular old variants. And I know like we really don't have like in the Sorare world, we don't really have like a framework. Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's true or not, Peter, but it's probably true.
I feel like we do know that. For those listening, Peter said nobody's moving up to super rare, and
yeah.
he even
But
said
I
think the only people moving to super rare are coming down from unique.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
I think we should have like frameworks or guidelines of like for instance, like the poker community, like they have tools and stuff on how to manage the amount of money that you're playing with. So if you're playing 10 cent, 25 cent, you're supposed to have a certain number of buy-ins for that limit, whether it's 40, 50, 60, sometimes more. I'm not saying that like we should have like a rule for that in Sorare, but I think like a framework of like what, and I think like a good like starting point is having 3 teams in whatever division you're wanting to compete in. Like having the ability to play 3 teams in that region.
In season and classic, or just
if I'm going to play in season, I should be playing 3 teams in season limited Premier League. If I want to play classic as well, I should play three teams there, or have the ability to set 3 lineups there.
So I don't disagree with you. I guess the question I have is like, what's the bankroll part of that needs to be managed?
You have to buy, instead of buying 5 cards, you're buying 15 cards.
Oh, so like you're playing, like you're
right.
Okay.
And you and Sean have actually done this a whole bunch. And like hey, let's compete in Premier League for $1,000 or whatever. You guys are you're doing bankroll management with $1,000, and a lot of times you're not just building one team.
Right.
And the reason for that is because you're not going to have 5 guys that smash every single week. You want to have different, diverse sets of players that are going to have different, better matchups every week.
And is your thought that you should, if you plan for 3, you would prefer to start with 3 and kind of over time improve those 3 instead of start with one super team and then try to like build additional teams from that?
I don't know. I think you should start with 3 teams.
Yeah.
Even if it means the quality of players that you're purchasing are worse, I think you're still better off with 3 teams. Especially when we're talking about like divisions and balancing and juggling like divisions, I feel like 3 teams is always the way to go. And people will always talk about like the quality quantity argument here, but with specific competitions, I still think quantity and the ability to play good fixtures, good matchups will outweigh just having good players.
So what you said just instantly brings me back to last Wednesday's show with Keith about like making sure you have the right matchups. And it was less about sorry, you say something?
Oh, the discussion with Bettis?
Yeah. So what he was doing with
Did I say that right?
Cards, Betessis? Bettiness? Bestest? If you haven't watched the show, you should go back and then you'll understand that joke a little better. Anyway, I've long been on the side of completely understanding why you want to focus on quality over quantity. And I'm not saying you have always been on the other side, but you do prefer, like, obviously we would always just like to have a large quantity of of quality teams. Like that's the goal. Yes.
Right.
But multi-entry has shifted my view a little bit, particularly with the amount of teams that I've seen people put together of like 5 super players that just don't pay off that as much as you think they should. You're like, I
Sure.
paid so much, and then they're uncorrelated, or they just happen to have the bad matchups, or they play each other, and then that becomes kind of a mess. And
if you buy the 5 best players, Laird, you better win.
Absolutely.
You better win. Yeah.
And what I'm getting from you, and I think I'm starting to side more on this, is that when you have 3 teams or enough cards for 3 teams, let's even just call it 15 cards versus 5 cards.
Sure.
If you want to line up the 5 best matchups, my guess is that if you have 15 cards, it's easier to find 5 good matchups from 15 cards instead of 5 from 5. Right. And I'm not saying you can't do 5 for 5, but it's a lot harder, and it probably just doesn't happen as much. And so with 3 lineups, yes, we all want 3 lineups in Division 1, but like if you have the ability to take from a pool of 15 and say, what is my 5 best cards? That seems really reasonable to me.
Yeah. I still think your 15 players need to be good.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Your
Yeah.
15
I'm not
players
saying
need to be
yes,
good.
Yes.
But instead of 5 star players, you might be talking about 15 tier 1, tier 2 type of players.
Sure.
Maybe a star in there. I don't know.
Peter said, tell that to my Odegaard, Rodrigo, De Bruyne, and Son. But like if you only had Son, De Bruyne, Rodrigo, Vardiol, and Ederson, and that's all you had, you're dead. You're now dead. And if you had 15 cards that are less, then I think you end up making more competitive lineups. The players aren't as exciting. Individual players don't score as well, but lesser players in better matchups can score better than great players in bad matchups. And I feel like there's so many people in the community that completely ignore that. And it's been literally on my mind for a week, like since that show with Keith, that I think like a majority of people on this platform not misunderstand matchups, but they actually undervalue them tremendously to their detriment.
I thought the show with Keith, that was one of my favorite shows that I've watched.
Me too.
On Sorare Data, just because I think he did a really, really good job of explaining like his strategy, and I think that it was a good it was a good hypothesis, and we're seeing it play out like in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
He reduced his risk greatly by purchasing these cards, because I looked at lots of regions like Bundesliga where I would have started as Division 5, and I actually didn't buy cards in some of those regions because I didn't want to start in Division 5, and I didn't even consider looking at fixtures, finding a stack or finding 2 stacks, or a couple of teams worth of players where they just have really good fixtures, and later on buy a good team. It's smart. It's really smart.
Because it feels like we think that the only way, like if you're somebody who's like, I need the best players, it feels like, all right, I have to get them to start, and like they'll get me there faster. And they don't always do that, and you're taking on that cost risk early on. And that was kind of Keith's big point of like, if I'm going to risk a lot of money, I want to do it in a division where I can win the most. And buying these expensive players to just get promoted is a significant risk if you have Rodri and Odegaard and guys like that if they get hurt, you're just like, that's a significant, you're stuck down there.
Yeah.
With these players
and
aren't going to get you out.
And God forbid you peak, too early with those players, and you win Division 5. Like, great. I won Division 5.
I mean,
awesome.
That doesn't stop you from winning Division 1 eventually.
It's just, it would be very demoralizing to win Division 5, I feel like, with a lineup that had the score that would have won Division 1.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with you.
And that is one of the, like, we have lots of pros and cons around the division structures. That is one of the biggest cons, is it caps your upside. But if you're smart like Keith, who really cares if it caps your upside? Because you're really just buying some shitter lineups to get promoted, and then you're going to buy good cards. Now he better buy good cards.
Yeah, he won't. It's funny that, so what you just said reminded me of, I don't remember when it was. I don't even remember what game week it was, but Alistair from Sorare Down Under, he won. I don't know if he won All-Star Super Rare or was like podium, and got like a terrible reward. And the joke they made was, and his cards were like, they're not bad cards, but like they weren't the superstars, and that they saw him on the podium and like saw these like crummy cards that he used to win, and they were like, we can't reward that, and so they like gave him a shitty reward.
Who was it?
Alistair from Sorare Down Under.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably some wonder kid who's never played since then. But like, right. but what you said, kind of, you know, if you win Division 5 with Betis, it's almost like you shouldn't be expecting to win a huge prize, because like, look at these cards you're using. You can't win something good with that. Mike said, "Whoever thought the words smart and Keith would appear in the same sentence so often?"
I think that's crap. Like I'll stick up for Keith on this. Like I think
stand here.
I think Keith's one of the sharpest guys out there.
I agree. I agree. Although we are going to talk next week, I believe, about how stupid he was this week.
Oh, can you give me a little teaser here?
It has to be.
I know.
With Lionel Messi.
He played him in a shitty lineup, huh?
He took him out of his priority lineup for somebody else.
Yeah.
And I believe there was with the captain bonus, maybe he didn't, he might have captained him. It was like a 90-point difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skosmo said, just play super rare and you never win good cards. It's not true. Marvin Vonnetzak was the top prize this week in Contender. It was like the Antonio Banderas.
God, Marvin is back, baby. Let's talk about Marvin.
Really back.
Marvin is so back.
Marvin might be matchup proof.
Ooh.
I believe they were fairly big underdogs in this last game. And he was like, are we? Let me just get 4 decisives.
Marvin. God, I love this guy. Hey, can we get HG on the show to talk about Marvin?
You know what Marvin likes? The new game week calendar.
He does.
Game week 500 and before, he's like, nah. But the new game weeks, he's like, I'm in.
Yeah. I think Maxime at one point said Marvin is what is wrong with Sorare.
Word for word. That's exactly what he said. Stars will be stars, baby. In fairness,
how can you say that?
I have not talked to Maxime about Marvin, but I think he would make the argument that Marvin being a contender star is fine.
Yeah. But Marvin is an absolute goat when it comes to these special competitions. Like this week we have anti-stacks. Dude, I'm not stacking Carl Schroer or whatever they're called. So Marvin's going directly into that fixture. And then like last week we had the what was the special? It was the holographic card animated things. Marvin went directly into that with an animated card. This is how Marvin should be utilized in competitions like these.
I use him now in Contender. I have an old one, but I use him in Contender in season now, I think.
Yeah.
Here we go. So the bad matchup last weekend, I put him in Contender Classic Division 3 Limited, and he just smacks the 4 decisive 100.
What the hell are you doing? That's a disgrace to Marvin.
Playing matchups, man. It is disgrace.
You could have played him.
I felt bad about it.
Look where you could have played him with your River Plate stack.
I mean, yeah.
Not having Barco and Marvin in the same lineup is wild.
I mean, these guys won 4-0. This guy had 2 decisive. JP, it was fine.
Yeah.
Learned my
Fair.
lesson, though. Vonnetzek, fixture proof.
Yeah.
So did we solve the bankroll
I
management?
don't know, but I love Marvin. We can talk about Marvin the rest of the time. We got 20, 30 minutes to talk about Marvin.
Blue Tomato said, I don't understand matchups, I guess. It was, I mean, you know what? I'll put it this way. If we're going to give Keith all this credit for being smart, you know what Marvin's problem was last game week? He was away.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
He was not a homie.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Did you hear that motorcycle?
I heard a little something.
Yeah. Let's see. He has, he away from home this year. Yeah, that was his. Oh, no, he did have decisives in those games. Whatever.
You're talking about Marvin?
Yeah.
Dude, Marvin's had a decisive in every single game this year, I think.
Nope. He did not get one against Schalke, where he only had 31 AA. But he is that guy now that, like, if he doesn't get a decisive, he at least gets to 60 with the AA.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Or he just gets 4 decisives in a game.
Yeah. Why?
Dude,
who needs Cole Palmer when you have Marvin?
What a bully! Like single-handedly got all of his team's DAs last game, and they needed every single one of them.
Yeah, they did to draw. Here he is, 7th best player on the platform right now.
All right, is he better than Alan Patrick? Yes. Is he better than Kimmich? Yes. How about the Spurtsian? Yeah, he's better than him. I don't know if he's better than. Yeah, he's better than Puig. Yeah, just move him to the top of the list.
I don't even know who this guy is. Eduardo Enrique. 22
I've seen his picture
classic
before.
cards. Doesn't even play for a team. So this guy's off the list anyway.
He plays for 3 towns, not 2 towns.
Really?
Well, I saw that he played against 3 towns.
Oh.
Um,
He played for the Youth Island, apparently.
Nice.
Wasn't that good?
And then we have the Real Betis card that Keith doesn't own. Is that right?
I believe he does not own this guy. I don't know. I mean, in fairness, 3 100s in his last 5 is not that good.
Was he known not to play today?
Yes. It's a nice run.
Crazy.
I feel like he's always been pretty good when he starts. Maybe not like 100 every game. Oh, so 3 of his 400s ever in the last 4 game weeks.
What if you remove the Argentina games, or is he good in the Argentina games?
Probably not. I don't know if I could just remove those. Let's see. Betis, the 93.6 and starts for Betis. That seems decent. Tottenham 61.4. Villarreal 56, but ended pretty hot. It's just like a funny concept to me to like build a lineup around a team and getting their best player at like a quarter of the price that he should be and just being like, nah.
Doesn't he like take every single set on that team as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And for Keith not to buy him is it's very strange.
Even Keith is somebody who likes to flip. I feel like
Keith's the set guy. He wants the guys on sets all the time.
I do love the people who like saw this spike and they're like, it's too much now.
Yeah, now it's $400. So
yeah. No, I think that's a special edition. Looks kind of specially.
Well, what's the one right below it? 3.
Yeah, that's just a straight YOLO. Oof. Will he play when Isco is back? Surely. I sounded so confident there. I have no idea. I assume so. Maybe lose some set pieces. Is this Blue Tomatoes? Is that about Lo Celso or is that about Marvin? Because I think Cole Palmer is a poor man's Marvin. How are you attacking this anti-stacks?
I will probably set those first.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we've seen the prizes they give away in specials, and they're good, first of all. Uh, and I have a lot of pretty good contender and challenger cards. I'll probably hold back in season cards, but as far as my classic cards go, my best classic cards from contender and challenger will be in anti-stacks for sure.
Are there boxes?
I didn't even look at prizes. I just know that they have to be good because they've been good. All of the special prizes have been good.
So 10% get boxes in rare. I assume it's everywhere. They actually going to do super rare boxes? Oh, they are.
Nice.
Okay.
And then if you go back to the rare one, how many stars are they giving out?
3.
3. And we've seen they actually have real stars in these pools.
These look like stars to me.
Yeah. Now that doesn't mean you're going to win the Yamal. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And you get
I could see somebody winning like Ederson.
Bradley Barcola.
Barcola, yeah. Schmeichel?
How would you like a nice Nick Pope?
Man, Kavicha really fell.
Well, Mason Greenwood being in the star pool is kind of wild. He's been good though. Well, I don't know if he's been good. His scores have been good.
Sounds better.
Yeah.
Mike's playing the river stack, not stack again. It's like a collection move.
That's fun. So
No
it's
collection bonus though, Mike.
Uh,
Although I don't see that wasn't in the is it in the rules here? Doesn't
you
say.
really don't get the collection bonus in.
That's what they claimed because I made a real stink about it. Let's see. Yeah, they do not. So like this Armani is a 15% normally. Now it's only 10.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb, but I guess whatever.
No, it's just dumb.
I mean, but whatever. You know the rules before you go in, Laird. You can just not play.
God, 65% chance of 2 or less. One, like half of the box, or you have half of your chance to get 1 super rare essence.
I don't know what I'm going to do with my super rare essence because I'm not earning it very fast. But I also know that a tier 5 and a tier 4 super rare is going to sit in my gallery and die. And I'll never be able to sell it. So I think I'm actually going to just save forever my essence until I get to like a tier 2 or something, which might take all season. And then next season, I'll pull the trigger and I'll get a new in-season card for next season.
So I thought I would do that I would wait, but I win so little super rare. Like I won 15 super rare essence in a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah.
And like, I don't think I could even wait for 50. Like it's just going to take me all season just to get to 50.
But then you can pull it early next season.
I guess. I mean, if it gets to the end of the season, I won't pull it anyway.
Like, what's funny to me is all these people bitching about like winning tier 5 super rares and them being worthless. Well, then don't win another one. You have the choice, Laird, to not win another tier 5 super rare. Don't win another tier 5 super rare. Don't do it. You're going to pull that slot machine. You're going to get another tier 5 super rare that's the 3rd string goalkeeper on some shit team, and you're never going to use that card. Or you can just wait.
It's funny you say never use that card because I won a tier 5. I don't know. Let me check
Here
if
we
it's
go.
a tier 5 because that's not fair. If he's not a tier 5, then I'm going to complain about something else. So hold on. I won. Here he is. He was a tier 4. I finished 9th in Cap 240 Super Rare, RIP, back in game week 430 and won an under 23 goalie, super rare, who had never even made the bench. And he's sitting in my gallery, as they do. And Tuggy got a collection card that I wanted from a bot and was like, you can have it. Let's just trade something. And he proposed the trade for this card. And I was like, I can't. There's no reason for me to get rid of a super rare goalie, regardless of age and regardless of it playing. And he was like, all right, so we did something else. And this guy got a start last week.
Yeah. Is he U23?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
That's how long he's been in the gallery.
Yeah.
Look at that price rise.
Is Joseph the Croatian way of saying Joseph?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's a Croatian
like a
Matthew, actually.
He looks like a Joseph.
You think so?
Yeah.
My dad's name is Joseph, not Joseph.
He's like Tony Watt. That's good, Mike.
Joseph.
Joseph. There we go.
Peter?
Speaking of Peter, I think there's some flaws in the pulling the slot machine every 20 essence. And Peter's a lot smarter than me, so I'm going to be very careful about what I say here. But I think some he said, no, I don't want more homework. I think that there is some slight flaws when it comes to like the liquidity of certain types of cards. Like the assumption that I can get $4 for a tier 5 rare or anything at all for a tier 3, tier 4, or tier 5 super rare is flawed because those cards might just never sell ever.
I don't know if he opined much on super rare. Like Peter is pretty open that he doesn't play super rare, and he's also quite open about the fact that there is almost nothing they could do to make super rare attractive to him. But I think most of it is limited and rare. But I also feel like people misunderstand how low the low value cards are. That and Peter talked about it a lot, that like a champion tier 5 pull is so much better than a contender tier 5 pull. And the fact that we still don't know.
Still, with that said though, how easy is it to sell a tier 5 champion card?
I would assume it's
what's an example of a tier 5 champion card?
I don't even know. Let's look. Champion tier 5. Hector Bellerin. Surely you could sell him.
Oh, we're gonna go to the top of the tier list.
Well, okay. All right. Let's go to the bottom. Yusuf Kabadaya. Danny DeWitt. Jordan Ayew. Wow, Pinox at bottom tier 5. I almost bought this guy years ago. Saliakis. Tamori.
Right, wow. Okay, that's shocking.
I rest my case since this is a week of
No. Pull Sorare Data's market up and look at secondary market sales for some of these cards. Of course, you're going to get a Tamori.
Is he not in the pool? Look at
Give
that,
me the guy from Augsburg, not the guy from Milan.
All right, fine. Who's the guy? Where was the Augsburg guy?
You know you're not getting the Milan guy. You're getting the Augsburg guy.
$5 is the floor.
Now, can we look at cards that were sold on the secondary market only, not cards sold at auction.
It's the green dots.
Green dots. That's clearly an error of some sort right there. So is that.
Well, I think I'll make your point for you that in the last month, 2 have sold.
Yeah. But they've also both sold for like pretty good values, to be 100% honest.
Yeah. This is the worst card you can get in Champion. Now, let's go over to Contender. And I'll go to the tier 5. Doesn't even see that bad. Mohamed Uedrogo. I don't know. I tried. Cash Point. What was it? Oh, what? Oh, you. There he is.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Like that, people going crazy for the 1 of 100.
Is that really what that was?
Yeah.
I guess
So Surhis had a special edition, $5.50. So it's the same. Never mind. Champion's just as good as Champ or Contender. Excuse me.
Yeah. That discussion over.
We do, Ryan. Oh wait, sorry, I didn't have it on. To show the expired listings.
That would be a fun one to look at for this discussion.
Advanced. Oh, old one though. $4.40. All right, so the $8 was a little aggressive. I don't know. But I will say that as somebody who plays mostly Contender and Challenger, I would guess all of my essence is either Challenger, Contender, or Global, so it's just more of those. The fear of a bad card from a tier 5 pull is just so much higher than if I knew it was Champ or something else.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's gonna be. I'm gonna have a huge melting pot of like I could get Contender, Challenger, or Champion. I don't know what I'm getting on any of my polls.
So this is where I'm sitting right now. I have 185 rare, and so I DM'd a bunch of people last week, and I was like, "What should I do?" Because I could either pull for a tier 3, I could pull a tier 3, tier 4, and tier 5 from this. Because the first pull gets me to 85, and then the next one gets me to 35. So I could do all 3. The other option was just wait until 250, and then I can do 1 tier 2 pull. Or pull 1 now, wait till I get 15 more, and then pull another tier 3 when that happens. So that I basically, and so I could either have a 3, 4, 5, just 3, or wait until tier 2.
How about this? Get a good card. Get to 250 or 500 and get a good card.
So that was the question. So you're like, I should
get
wait.
a good card.
Peter, this lying, never mind, says you should. He was the one who was like, you should just wait for 250. And I was like, all right, I'm going to ask other people because everybody, like the number of people who were like, just wait. And I was like, all right, I need to ask somebody else because I was just waiting for somebody to tell me to pull it.
Dude.
So Peter gave me the idea to pull 1 and then wait for 15 and then pull another.
I am kind of like, here's the deal. You should wait until 250 or 500.
I'm not waiting until 500. It's just not.
Or go with what Ryan said here. Do it for the content, baby, right now.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah. I mean, how will we know if there's content creator luck or not if you don't just pull it?
I can show you my other pulls, and I can show you it does not exist for me. This is a great line from Vita. People drinking blended coffee surprised that single origin tastes better. Do you think that it's better to craft on a reward day or not?
I don't know. I think it's better to craft a good card than to craft a bunch of crappy cards and gamble that you're going to get a good one.
Whoa.
I said it.
Nobody is gambling here, Andy.
I said it.
Jeez. Yeah,
said
thank
it.
you, Ryan. Not financial advice. Sheesh. Dan
Yeah.
went real quick for the luck. Hey Dan, can you turn on the content creator thing in the factory?
Yeah.
I have it for
It's just weird to
Lairdinho.
me that it's so weird. This is the last thing I'm going to say about it. It's so weird to me that people have been bitching about winning shitty cards for the past 5 years, and now they have the opportunity to basically guarantee that they're not going to win a crappy card, and they're still ripping that slot machine.
Not a slot machine. Not this.
Right.
Factory.
Definitely not. Definitely
yeah.
not a slot machine. Yeah.
Card factory.
Right.
SorareAndrews.
Yeah, they're what's the we had like an adverb for this, right?
We did?
Yeah, I think so.
For SorareAndrews?
Yeah.
I think you're right. I don't
I think it was dirty though.
Was that a bit?
I don't know.
Was that from the eulogy writers?
What do you mean the eulogy writers? You wrote that.
Vita said differently, Sorare managed to create a system where you blame yourself for getting shit. That's a genius move. Nobody is blaming themselves here. Come on now.
Look what Sorare gave me.
Yeah. I rang this tier 5 and I got a tier 5. What the hell? Anyway.
Mike wanted to know if it's skill or gambling. I think it's skill if you have the patience to wait. It's gambling if you're pulling that tier 5.
It's a funny way to look at it.
Yeah.
So is this
It's not funny. That's actually true.
So is this proving to me that I'm a skillful player at Sorare? I'm not just here to gamble?
Yeah, fill that red flask up all the way. Why doesn't that look like a flask? It should be a flask.
Why doesn't it actually just stop at 5? Like the number, the scale is all off. Drives me nuts.
That is wild. Yeah. You fill it like when you get to 500, does it fill all the way up?
Well, you can fill above 500, but like this whole area is just for the 50 extra that you can get over the 500.
Oh.
Blue Tomatoes, you would be even more skillful if you pull it now and get a good card.
Oh, the bait.
There you go. If you win, it's skills. There we go.
Yeah.
It's not gambling if I win.
Yeah, I think the guy on The Hangover said it's not gambling if I know I'm gonna win. So yeah.
Thank goodness they eliminated all the gambling questions with this coin shop.
Pico wants to know if I understand how percentages work and multiple tries. I don't. Hey, win a good card, Pico. Go win a good card.
Is there anywhere that actually gives me my percentages here? Oh, it does. All right, here we go. In case anybody's not this little so at 20, so what am I? I'm tier 3. So I have 50% chance at a tier 3 from the K-League, Andy.
250, go to 250. Dude, 16% chance at a star is legit. 34%. 34%.
Yeah, like 50% tier 1 or better.
Yeah. 50 shot of that. Tier 2. Tier 2 is the pull.
You mean the level 2 threshold?
Sure. Yeah.
I saw this. Bredo said McBride opened past 550 and didn't receive the extra essence. I believe that may be the cap. Did you hear about that?
I didn't. So you want to pull it as soon as don't open any more boxes.
Right. Yeah. He kept going and lost it.
Yeah. So don't open any more boxes and do your essence thing.
Peter said 4% today is better than 16% in 2 days.
What do you mean? What does that mean? Oh.
So I guess the argument here. So again, I can pull, like looking at the worst case scenario, I have a 50% chance if I pulled right now, all 3.
You're getting a tier 3.
I'm getting a tier 3 a tier 4 and a tier 5
Yeah. Yep.
from the K League.
Uh-huh.
Or
Or
whichever's.
or go
whatever's
get
better.
yourself a tier 2
Yeah.
from the K League.
Right. Can you? Oh, you can? Oh, I didn't know this either, Andy. There's an essence tier. So this is tier 2 essence, of which it's all champion play. Oh, no.
All right. Peter's right. Where's Marvin? Where's Marvin at? In the
Good
list?
question.
Yeah. Wrong Marvin.
Fake Marvin.
Yeah. Imposter. I mean, he's got to be a star, right?
The last tier 1.
That's shocking. But I guess he is mixed in there with all the champ and challenger cards.
Yep. Vita said, I'm choosing Tielemans over Vonacek every day. Not if you play contender.
I like Vita's point. It's not so much about increasing the odds of getting a star. It's more about the removal of the shit stack or just the shitty cards that you can win. Which honestly, that's the value I see.
Right. Like I'm waiting to eliminate tier 3, 4, and 5.
Right.
That's so depressing. Mike said, if you don't do it, we're not coming to tomorrow's stream. What if I just do it on tomorrow's stream?
Would you be more excited to win Marvin or Well, I don't know. I don't know how much you love Marvin, but Marvin or who's the best Michelin player?
Oh, I would take them. Oh, that's a good question. I actually have all the Midland guys I want. Well, that's not true. But
I
I
have Marvin too. So.
Oh, Peter. I could get 3 Marvins today, technically. Yeah, like that. There was somebody, who was it? Somebody crafted, it was one of the French streamers, crafted the same guy back to back.
Was it a good player?
No.
No.
It was actually really funny. The video, like, it's French. I have no idea what he's saying. But at one point, like,
but you know what he's saying.
What's happening? So he grabs the guy the second time, and he's just dead staring. He's just like, and I thought the video had stopped, and then I like went to check, and it was still going. And then he just like burst out laughing. But it was, I don't know, it was Jobs, whatever. It was so funny.
That's horrible.
Yeah, some Osijek guy. Some shitty Croatian. See, this is what I'm trying to avoid. Like, that is the exact experience I'm trying to avoid.
Just open the 2 tier 3s, Laird.
Oh.
Come on.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find this guy.
Yeah, I've seen his gallery. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, but I meant the one that he crafted, this guy that he crafted. It was this guy. My God, he got rid of one. Oh, it actually says crafted now.
Huh.
Oh, no. No.
That's cute.
Did he actually, was he able to, maybe this guy's good. I don't even know. Did he give it away? Let's see. He just had no interest in it and was just like, get this card out of here. More of the story, wait 2 minutes before each craft to reset the factory settings. Come on.
I think it's actually restore factory settings, right? Yeah.
Fair enough. I can't even see this card. Here we go. Did he just give it away? It's all slow. Anyway, we may not have offers for craft technically. No, I meant he like he sent the card to somebody else. I just wanted to see if he sold it. I mean, actually, I didn't even look to see if this guy was actually good. Oh, no, he's not. Okay. Peter said, if you get more contender essence tomorrow, you're more likely to get a worse card. I'm actually getting, well, I was to say, I won a challenger box. So Can't win contender essence this midweek.
Yeah.
I'm also not going to get 20 essence to get what? How short was I? I don't even remember now. Oh, I still need way more. Maybe next week, guys. I'll get to 250.
Blue Tomato said, "Sir, could shut the factory down tomorrow."
With our coins?
With the coin shop, they're going to shut them all down. But I would assume they'd give you one last opportunity to spend all of your essence.
Do you?
But it'd all be in a raffle though.
Did you read this?
Essence raffle.
Could shut the factory.
The French accent. Yeah.
It's a French factory. They can go on strike anytime.
Did you see the port of
Yes.
somewhere on the East Coast? He's like the union boss, and he was talking about shutting the whole thing down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He had like some huge gold chain too, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyone who watched season 3 of The Wire? 3? Knows all about U.S. ports. How sketchy they are. Or what's it called? What's that show that we just disagreed about? Your Honor.
Oh, well, they talk about what's port related in there?
Are you kidding me?
Is the mobster? Laird, it's been like 3 months since I watched.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Baxter runs the ports, and then like some New York mobster wanted to use his ports, and he's like, "Nah, I can't have that stuff in my ports." Anyway,
gotcha.
Would you spend 50 rare essence for a hoodie? No chance. Not when I have 200,000 coins.
Yeah. How often are you gonna wear that hoodie?
Me?
Like on streams?
Yeah.
That about it? Yeah.
No, out and about with my QR code on the back. What do you mean?
Mm.
I mean, when would you wear it? Are you not a hoodie guy? You look like you're a tracksuit. Oh, is there a hood on that? Ooh. All right.
I like
literally look like a nun.
Well, yeah. During this time of the year, this is like if I could get away like with just wearing a hoodie every single day. Like I went into the office today and I didn't have any meetings or anything important, so it's hoodie day. And most days where I don't have anything important going on are going to be hoodie days.
Hoodie days, yeah.
Yeah. Until it gets too cold for a hoodie.
Vita and I adhere to the Sorare data dress code, which is a hoodie when it's cold enough to one.
Yeah.
I'll save that surprise for another time. Anyway, any more on bankroll management?
We didn't really talk about it that much. Maybe we should go back and talk about it. Kidding. I'm just kidding.
I had nothing to say on it, to be honest.
Buy 3 teams, save some money in case somebody dies, and good luck. Yeah.
I do appreciate the 3. Like I'm thinking more that about matchups and the whole, like, yeah, if you have 15 cards, let's say, you're more likely to get 5 good or reasonable matchups than you are if you just had 5. Vita said, I thought I was too late and missed the financial segment of the show. There was a brief part of it.
Invest your money wisely. Don't invest or
invest.
gamble or spend. What do we call this?
Okay.
Spend more money than you're willing to lose.
Oh no, that's not okay. Sorry.
Wait a minute.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
No. How do you give that advice on Sorare? Don't. It's not investing, and it's not gambling. So don't do what? What's the word we use here?
Craft?
No. You're buying collectibles.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Don't buy more than you're willing
More collectibles than you can hold in your hand. I mean, afford.
Only spend money you can afford. That I like that, Pico. I like that.
Yeah, that's helpful. Do you think the reason why we buy so many cards is because we don't have to hold them? Like, it's not like you're like a hoarder. There's not like cards everywhere in your house. And they're like, oh yeah, I'll buy some more cards. Why not?
I don't think so, because if that were the case, Abasso, Evaldo would still be here.
Yeah.
Because his wife was
still
getting
like
mad
here
at
on
him.
Earth. Don't worry, like, you didn't die. You just not on Sorare.
Right. But his wife did not like him having all those boxes of MLS cards.
Yeah.
And I think he sold some of them, he said, but you would think that the digital cards would have been very, very appealing to him.
You would think so, yeah. Yeah. Maybe we should get her on Sorare.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Evaldo probably wouldn't like that very much, but
yeah. Instead, he's just buying actual football teams. Oh,
how about that?
Didn't even realize it. How about that?
I'm like 3 hours from Steel City. I need to just go to a game.
Yeah, they just got relegated.
Maybe 4. Did they? How do you get relegated from the 5th division of U.S. soccer?
You go to the 6th, Andy. The rough season for Steel City FC. We'll come back. We'll fight our way back. Don't you worry.
What types of quality, like, since you're like an investor in the club, like what types of quality of players are you guys looking to bring in? Like what are the prospects of a 40-year-old man that's a little overweight but has a little bit of soccer in his past?
Like Kasper Schmeichel?
Yeah.
Is that who you were talking about?
Yeah.
No, I think, game on. Let's go. Come to the tryout. Bring your own electrolytes. So, last thing here. Vita said, serious question. I don't know if Peter already computed this. If you're playing mostly in season, when do you stop reinvesting your cash into in-season cards and start saving for next season? My guess would be around December or January. And Peter said, depends on the assumption for player prices. If we're assuming the same, or are you assuming the same? And Vita said, for next season, you mean, yes, I guess if prices go up, it'd surely mean that classic prices and therefore your current pool goes up too. Maybe not at the same pace. And Peter, who earlier said he didn't want any homework,
he's got homework.
Look into this at the weekend.
There's more factors, though. There's more factors. It depends on how big your motor is, like your ability to win cards and cash and everything. I think if you're like playing Classic and you're able to win in Classic and sell those cards, I think you can be a little bit more aggressive and not save early or save early, not save as early or even withdraw. If you're playing Classic everywhere, and not just playing in season, you're winning more money. You're winning more essence as well.
To be honest.
Oh, come on.
So
if we're talking about just playing in season,
at what point do you stop improving your in-season cards and start and what does Classic have to do with it?
It's another place that you're winning money and winning cards.
Who's winning money in Classic?
Well, okay, maybe not money, but you're winning cards that you're selling for money, or essence that you're crafting and then potentially selling, as long as you're not crafting tier 5s.
So I guess well, that's sort of the point, though. If you're winning money, at what point do you stop reinvesting? Sorry, that's a terrible word. At what point do you stop using that money to buy more digital collectibles that we own just to own because we don't have to have them in our house? But like, at what point do you just start stockpiling money for because you're gonna have to buy new cards next season?
Agreed. And my answer is, if you're playing Classic, it changes that discussion a little bit because you're winning things that have value in Classic, or you could be winning things in Classic that have value.
So you would use money to improve your Classic cards, you're saying?
No. No. No.
I think that
I'm saying that you're going to be winning more money. Like somebody that's just playing in season, that outlay is a lot different than someone that's playing everything.
Yeah, it's not. That's not the question, though. The question was like, what do you do with your winnings? At what point do you stop trying to improve your teams and you actually just start hoarding money for next season?
Right. And I understood the question, and my answer is the same.
I still don't understand I don't understand. What do you do with the money? That's the question. And your question is like, play classic if you're already playing
whatever
classic.
you want with it, Laird. Do whatever you want with it, Laird. I don't care. My point is, if you're also playing classic, I understand what you don't want. If you're also playing classic, that's more opportunities for you to win things, whether it's money, cards.
So if
cracking me up.
if you're playing in season and classic already,
Right.
at what point of this European season do you stop using the money that you win to improve the cards you have?
Okay.
Is the answer never? You should just always keep improving?
Definitely not. I don't have the answer to that. If you want to talk about dips, though, we can get into that. I think the answer does differ if you're playing just one of those competitions or both.
You lost me when you started talking. So I actually feel bad about that because I feel like what you said, like you really believed was like what we were all thinking, and we just went right past us.
Wait, what I said? Say that again.
Like I think you really thought you were answering the question.
Yeah, I think in my mind I thought I was answering that question.
I think the rest of us did. I like this answer from Rob, though. It depends on how strong your teams are. If you already have strong lineups, then you start saving as soon as you can.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
If you were saving for something on Sorare, like if you were like, I'm going to save whatever amount of money to spend at another time, would you keep that money on Sorare? Are you disciplined enough to do that?
I am, but should you?
Should you? Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, you're trusting them. It's like how much trust do you have in Sorare?
Oh, I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking more of if it's there, then it's so much easier to spend it. If it's like
that's a problem too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, when it comes to like just discipline and not spending, I'm good at that. I'm a cheap bastard, man. Like talk to my wife and how much I'm bitching about trips to Target and groceries and curmudgeon over here.
I'll
happily buy 150 Fred Hemmings.
Yeah, really. I don't know if there's a right answer, but it does feel like it's impossible to think that the cards you have now, or the cards you have in December, January, will that nothing will happen to them, and you'll be able to just coast the rest of the season. Like, surely there's always going to have to be something you have to do. Somebody gets hurt, suspended, whatever, and being like, I'm not spending any more money on this season feels like it ends up being more detrimental to you than.
Yeah, I think that's fair, but I think that's also like part of bankroll management, like having money set to the side for emergency type purchases, and like a good example of depth is good too, but like when it comes to like bankroll management, like they always say, like if your bankroll is for poker is like 10 grand, but you're using your bankroll to like pay bills and like out of that, that is no longer
that's not your bankroll.
That is not your bankroll.
Yeah. So
like if I have an ETH on Sorare, but I know I need to spend, I don't know, $1,000 on something, even if it's Sorare related, it's like I got to spend $1,000 to replace Rodri that just got hurt. Well, that's The rest of that money is what I'm saving for next season or whatever.
Rob said the real question is, when do you start to sell current in-season cards, or do you keep until the end, or do you cash in earlier, keeping a few of your stars and make some of your money back?
Big part of that answer is if you already have classic cards in that region.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like
if you already maxed out on classic, it's
right. If you don't already have classic cards, then great, you have classic settled for next year. But if you already have 3 full teams of classic in that region, you should probably start figuring out what you need to get rid of early.
It could also be getting rid of, and it's not as easy to get like enough value, but it might be better. Well, probably not. I was gonna say getting rid of your current classic cards, but they probably have more XP and all that good stuff. So it's probably
The gross thing is we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but we've never seen this really happen.
Mm-mm.
And there's going to be every manager on the platform, with the exception of the people that aren't already playing Classic, are going to be in the same boat. So you're going to see tons and tons and tons of people wanting to get out of these old in season cards.
Yeah, we are still, it's October, but it seems like if you're somebody who looks at prices where you're like, oh, I should have sold in January instead of March. Like, I don't think there's an expectation that prices are going up between January and March. And so every week you wait, like you're probably getting less for your cards, for your in-season ones, because there are plenty of people who will go into January, February, March with 3 in season and 3 classic, and then realizing like, I can't play 6 classic teams next year.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Another dip. Vita said, if you have 10 to 12% classic cards, it's not valuable to sell them. To be honest, XP is clearly undervalued on classic cards. Totally agree. As somebody who plays like 15% cards. Except in anti-stacks.
Look at you, 15% cards over there.
Yeah. Are you even a collector if you don't have 15% cards? Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question though. I don't think there's a reasonable answer. But I do wonder if like, I think Vita plays like Champ and I think Prem in season. And it's like, do you get to a point where you're like, do I save or maybe I go play some Challenger?
Yeah.
Peter said, should I buy 10 limited level up cards? Level ups, not level up cards, instead of VIP tickets? Why is anybody buying level ups? Just play classic and win a box. You'll get them there. Don't worry.
Yeah, I've mostly not been winning level ups. I've been doing a good job avoiding those.
I won 2 limited level ups the other day, and I'm like, man, this just feels like the nut low of rewards here on Sorare.
I did win, I think it was 2 super rare level ups, which was pretty soul crushing.
That is absolute. That's why I have so little. I have a ton of super rare level ups and not a ton of super rare essence.
Yeah. Now, one thing I don't like in your inventory, you can't see your level ups in your inventory. Where do you see those at?
It's only when you go to actually level up a card, it'll tell you. So like, if you go to your club, I think Messi's already at 20, so I can't. So if I wanted to level up Cecilia, I have to hit boost, and it'll show me that I have 25 limited level ups.
It's awesome that it only listed there.
And rare, I have 25 rare ones. And super rare, I have 14. Yay. Oh, Vita said wouldn't do Challenger, but maybe Bundesliga. And he needs to strengthen La Liga. The Valencia collection has been underwhelming, to say the least. Yeah.
Peter said there's a max of 25. So maybe
really?
That max.
Oh, looks like 25 is the max. Yeah, that's great. I didn't know that. I'm guessing they never told us that.
Better start spending those.
Did they fix the card level filter not in the lineup builder? Let's see.
It was in there, but it just didn't work.
That's what I mean. Did they fix? Hence the request for them to fix it. Let's see. 16 through 19. Oh, there we go. We'll get MIGs to 19. Ooh, I don't know. Anyway. Everyone thought they were coming for a crafting video, and it's actually just going to be me using a bunch of level ups.
Is that tomorrow? Tomorrow's stream, watch Laird level up his cards.
I can't believe I got this card to level 20. 2-0 Midtjylland. Let's go. Who scored the second goal? Oh my God, Simsir's hurt.
So what do your game weeks look like? Like, what does your results page look like when Midtjylland is winning 2 or 3-0?
You would think I would be winning everything, but I don't really. Oh wait. Wait a minute. I didn't realize the game was almost over. I'm 27th in the Europa thingamajigger.
Okay.
But Simsir came off at 60, which is very, very disappointing. Oh well. Anyway, I don't know anybody who's as invested into me crafting a card than Blue Tomatoes at this point.
Yeah. Just remember, craft good cards, Laird.
How do you do that?
Yeah.
Just do it. Yeah.
Just don't craft the bad ones.
Just don't craft it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's the part I kept missing. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
It's driving me nuts. It's just driving me nuts, Laird. Crafting bad cards.
All these people crafting bad cards. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you to everybody for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow to maybe craft, but probably just level ups. Although leveling up after the game week's deadline seems bad.
Hey, it's not after the game week deadline. It's before the next game week.
Oh, before the next one. I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I see. Yeah, using level ups before a midweek where I have no card. Oh, before an international break. Yeah, that's exactly when I need to use my level ups. Andy, how many steps you on today?
1,700.
I'm at 2,999.
Yeah, you've got a good head start on me. I am going to Thursdays or cross country meets. I'm not running. But I do have to walk around the place. So I'll get some
I was going to say, but I've
I'll get
watched
some
people
steps.
take tons of steps today.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming. Go outside and get your steps in. Unless you want to do it inside, it doesn't matter. Get those steps in.